Julantru, and welcome to Shadowstar. I'm the term Renegade Ri'shad, and this is a Starship visual review video, where we are taking a look at, nicely lit up, one of my absolute favourite starships to be seen, well, in Star Trek Next Generation, and I guess the whole canon Star Trek, to be fair. If this ship was considered a prime hero ship and not part of an alternate timeline, it would actually knock other ships off their places within my top 5 hero ships. But with this being said, let's get this visual review started, and we'll break down the aesthetic looks of the Galaxy X Dreadnaught and the mirror counterpart for the Galaxy X Dreadnaught. We'll start off with what customizations can be done, and then we'll take this legendary Dreadnaught cruiser into the Dyson Sphere to look at the finer details, hopefully on both the mirror and non-mirror counterparts. Let's have a nice look here. So let's start off here with what you can visually customize on the ship. First things you may want to take place of is the actual templates you have, which, unlike certain other ships, we actually have them all here. We have the Galaxy, which has the fins as seen into All Good Things. The Monarch, which I quite frankly love the pylons on. I like the angling they do, okay? The Venture. Some people may remember on my channel as the first ship I used to fight Lynch. The Yamato, which awkwardly I really like. Too bad I don't like the Andromeda so much, eh? And of course, the Mirror Galaxy. On this, we can customize certain areas. I do find it hilarious that the Mirror Galaxy uses standardness Galaxy classes pylons. So let's put the Dreadnaught ones actually back on to give it the full aesthetic look. And we end up with this beauty right here for the mirror universe. Some aesthetic differences that we'll get into in a sec. But we also have the Galaxy windows and Fleet windows on top of the original 6 types. To add into this, we have Type 0 to Type 8 and 8B. Upgrade Veteran. Terran, which is hilarious because that's STO's supply on top of. Hang on a second, STO. Oh, I forgot the Mirror Warship. You decided that should be red as well, didn't you? Did you forget that red was your own aesthetic choice? And the Mirror Universe Terran Empire uses yellow. Just to emphasize on that. The Terran Empire has yellow markings. The Terran Empire. Not Mirror. Mirror. Cryptic! You're better than this. We came up with this idea. Okay, so we do have a little bit of an overlap going on there. Maybe if you want to use the Terran or the Mirror types, you don't want to use the Galaxy Mirror template. But we then also have on top of that the Refit Sovereign, the Sovereign itself, Refit NX, the NX itself. Intrepid, which looks relatively nice. The Galaxy, of course. Fleet 2 and Fleet 1, as well as Defiant, which, I'm sorry, but Defiant just looks really nice for that. I think my personal favourite is no matter what you go with here, it works well with the deflector. Some of them, it's a bit weird. It's funny that that deflector plate becomes pure red. And some just look awesome. Galaxy just remains my personal favourite though. I love those cherry facades. So let's go fly her, shall we? After interrupting myself there to record a bit of the stats review video again, my word, give Cryptic credit, guys. Right now, let me shout out to the Cryptic team and the support team, because only 2 hours ago did I report a problem with this ship, and in that 2 hours, they have fixed that problem. They rock. Thank you, Cryptic. Okay, now let's take a look at these finer Hello there, Galaxy class. You're beautiful, aren't you? Sorry, really got fanboying. I mean, I love the Galaxy class to begin with, but this Galaxy X Dreadnaught is just insane. First thing I want to talk about, we're actually going straight into one of the most priming features of the ship, is that big bulky cannon on this mirror Dreadnaught. Now, standardly speaking, it has a smaller emitter that was, I would say, about the essential section of it. If that white bit, that would be where you'd see the nozzle of the emitter. It's normally how big it normally looks, and if you use just a standard saucer, you will have that emitter, which is nice to know. But I do like how on this mirror version, you have a more, what appears to be a far more powerful emitter node, and more refined details. Much like on the Andromeda, the grilling and maybe the optical sensor both glow red. On the Yamato, they glow blue, which I think is a very nice touch. And I do love how you've got the Long Live the Empire Terran Empire emblems on both sides of the cannon. Having the correct one as well, not the Long Live the Empire Discovery one, but the Long Live the Empire Enterprise one. Yes, I see a difference. I mean, why is the Terran Empire of Discovery using the flipping Delta, the mark of the Federation? Hello? The Federation uses the Delta. This Star Trek Discovery, just a little nudge nudge wink wink. If you look at the Enterprise logo, bother to look at it, you'd notice that was the planet Earth, because that was Starfleet, like the Terran Empire is, which is why the Terran Empire uses the planet Earth, not the Delta. Okay? Sorry, just a niggly thing I wanted to just jive at Discovery for there. And I like Discovery, but sometimes you got to do it. So, can we really stake on the pennants? I really want to stick to the pennants right now. It's done very nicely, left and right on the cannon. Yes. Underneath on the lower hull, I get it. Does anyone else feel like that should be flipped the other way? Or am I just weird at the moment? I'm probably weird. Do you know what? Fuck it. I like it. Raised to the upper side, and we have Mark 1, 2, and 3 up here. And again, to me, they feel like they should be facing the other way. Something about them I want to argue with. But I will say this right now, it's really giving me a love of the Terran Empire again. It's like reinstating my feel for the Terran Empire. I want to kill my Palladian and replace him. Ooh, that's not very nice to me, is it? I'm sorry, my Palladian. Long live the Empire. Augment of the Empire. Yeah, that one works for me. You know what, though? One thing I do appreciate is the fact that it's on all 3 nacelles. And if you wanted to limit that, you could just change the central nacelle or the side nacelles to just the Galaxy class Dreadnoughts normal, and it would work. It would be fine. And it's done. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I think I will jump on that one. Along with this, I think I'm going to tap on a little bit more now. Along with this, there's one penance mark that I really, really appreciate visually. Most of you probably know exactly where I'm about to go. But I just want to state this right now. On the Mirror Warship, I was so angry it was red. Because to me, that was getting very confused. It's not red, it's yellow for the Terran Empire. You know what? They could have very easily done what they've done with all their mirror ships and put the yellow markings all over the ship, just left, right, center, blah, 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 blah. Every mirror, if you get the tier 5 mirror variants that you can get from the exchange for a couple of million EC, I mean, they're pretty cool. Hashtag Mirror Assault Cruiser looks absolutely amazing. You got the yellow markings all over the ship, and I do not like the mirror hull as a result. This one, just a limited amount of mirror marking on the saucer only. On the underside, I think it looks its best. And part of me wishes that what you got on the underside there, they repeated on the top, but had it sort of follow around the raised bridge area. Sort of follow the trim of the raised bridge area, and then the rest of it just follows the beam strip sort of neatly around to its points, just to extend about half the saucer forwards for the back ones, and the wider ones extending 2/3 of the saucer forwards. Probably would be the part where I go, oh, that's it, that's the limit, then that's nice. Do you know what? Doesn't matter though, I still like it. If we look at this ship in its real fine details, we see how much weaponry it's got as well. I mean, and I'm not talking about that goddamn cannon. Yes, it's a lot of weaponry. But it's not too much weaponry. And as a result, I really do appreciate it. So, we have you. This is nice. This is pretty. Looks good. It's strong. It's effective. I appreciate it. It's my choice of weapon here. How do we move forwards from this though? Well, you have the 2 cannons on the upper side. Now, I'm struggling to find my words here because I know they're referred to as mega phasers in some places, which is great. Okay, they're mega phasers, similar to what you find in the Miranda class, but I guess it would be late. Ooh, no, what time period? No, it's Star Trek Picard era. So it's Star Trek Picard era version mega phasers. However, I've also heard them referred to as straight up high yield cannons. I can believe it because of the way they fire, which makes me then go, okay, so let's take your pick. Which are they? Are they cannons? Are they mega phasers? Because one is a lot more powerful than the other. They could be pulse mega phasers. That would work for me. That would sort of combine the two together as well. And that is another piece, let's just say another piece of huge armament on the saucer, which may be allowed to saucer separate, we don't know. In the game you can saucer separate if you want to, so maybe. Personally, I feel like they shouldn't be saucer separating, so I say they can't. We go away from this and we have, well, go away from those cannons and we go towards, you're probably thinking phaser strips, but fuck the phaser strips right now. You go towards the torpedo launchers. Now, underneath, you still have the standard photon torpedo launcher. It's equipped there. It's nice. Lovely photonic torpedo launcher. Very powerful. Fire standard probes. It's been upgraded most likely. Probably be able to fire at a more rapid pace. But if we go up, we have these huge, whopping, great big torpedo launchers. Bearing in mind the size of this ship, I would not want to get hit by one of those torpedoes. Now, we do know it fires quantum warheads. It can probably fire tri-cobalts. And due to its size, it wouldn't surprise me if actually it's twin firing. So, I'm basically assessing the idea that it could fire out of one of those tubes 2 torpedoes at once. Just because that's excessively huge. It's almost as big. Look at the opening of that, and then look at where the bridge is. And yes, that black circle bit is the center of the bridge that you normally see on the Galaxy class. Do you remember that Galaxy class, that little dome you see above it? That's what that black circle in the dead center is. Just to give you a rough idea how big those are. They're giant. If they fire the torpedo the size of those nozzles, that torpedo is the size of the bridge. It's got at least the height of the bridge. It's the torpedo many times bigger than Picard. Yeah, there's no way that's firing just single torpedoes out there. It's insanity! Towards the beam strips then. You guys can see why I'm getting lost, can't you? There's certain things about this ship that are just insane. Let's go with the beam strips now. You have one huge beam strip that we know can fire multiple emitters at different times. I believe it can fire the maximum of six beams at once from it. Same thing exists underneath, so it's essentially up to 12. I might be wrong. We then have 2 more emitters at the back. Both of them I do know are singular emitters. 3 emitters on the nacelles themselves. Both are singular emitters again. Can only fire 1 beam at a time. 2 emitters at the spine of the ship, which are very beautiful. 4 emitters underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, they're all single emitter points. 2, 1 on either side of the pylons, which are quite nice to see. And then you have the final emitter dead center going across the bottom here, which secretly, guys, was actually a resting point to allow it to be placed down without damaging the underside. It was actually, I think, a protective rubber strip. What? But, no, this ship is extremely heavily armed. And the one thing that I have not yet noted on, but I do know existed, yeah, still had the photon torpedo launcher at the back, but there was apparently an upgrade made to allow for the firing of quantums. I think it was also made to the front one, but I'm not 100% so. That's the only reason why I'm not saying that one could fire quantums. I know it could also rapidly displace mines out of the rear hangar that you're seeing here. That's right, this whole section here where you see a bit of grating, that's actually a 3-door hangar bay section for one rather big hangar. This also lifted a little bit up into the nacelle so the shuttles could be raised up and stored in the higher section above here. It was actually quite smart use made here, and it is a lot of extra space added in. Another upgrade that I did really appreciate that they did for this ship and looks really great on STO's part is the impulse array, and STO has really put in the finer detailing. The saucer I always thought looked amazing, and the singular array that you'd have in the middle, which would be blocked. Well, take away one of the shuttle, well, technically two hangars, to put in a new, really powerful impulse array, and my word, this ship has got some beefed movement. You wonder why this ship is so hard to stop in game? I would blame it on these huge impulse reactors that they've added in on the neck. I also have to appreciate, though, that little finer detail they put on top there. It sort of shows there's more going on there. I feel like it should look more like it's grated or vented so that it's releasing pressure for those impulse arrays, but just the extra detailing there I think was a nice touch, because otherwise it could have been too smooth, too plain, not enough going on there for such a big area. The original Hangar 1 is still there, which I'm glad to see. Not sure how much of it is getting lost due to this torpedo, but mind you, the torpedo launcher does have all this upper plating, so it could be that it's all just fueled through this back area. But again, considering the size of those nozzles, and then the size of the back area, it re-emphasizes that those are definitely not firing torpedoes that are the size of those nozzles. I would probably be more willing to believe that they fire heavy spreads. It just doesn't look like the area that should be firing heavy spreads. Hey, maybe it can fire torpedoes out to warp speed. I mean, it's pretty close to the deck, but that might be a good way of explaining the size of the nozzle. It's actually got warp coils filtered around it to accelerate the torpedoes up to warp speed at a target. That might be a good... I'm going to go with that. That's my explanation for why they're so damn big. Okay, there were some few final things I really wanted to say. These are actually things that I love about the Galaxy class as a whole, but let's just cover onto it. The deflector, again, I've noted a little bit of this already, but I just want to say it again. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I do love the legendary update on the skin, because as a result of having the Galaxies, pardon me, In the Galaxy skin, you have these beautiful cherry facades, which really bring the look of the ship together for me. And the warp coils, the warp grilling, the warp coils just absolutely look stunning. I really do adore the look of this ship. I'm so thankful we got this given to us in STO. And I'm going to be happily flying her for a good long time, I do believe. Hell, who knows, she might end up being voted to be my flagship. Now that would be fun. Okay, I've said the main points I wanted to say. It's been a long enough video so far. Let's get on to the visual look. The visual take of this ship. The visual beauty. Make sure I've got everything there that I'm going to need. I should have everything there that I'm going to need. Yes, I do, so let's get on with this. First of all, we'll start off Alliance skinning it. Alliance Vanity Shield for you guys. Well, you know, I've got to say, that works really well with the ship. Might be a bit too bright, but yeah, that really works well for me. Give you credit, Cryptic, you started off on a good one. Buy all Vanity Shield. Do you know what? That's menacing. That is a really menacing feel to the ship. Not keen on the fact that the escape pods stand out like a sore thumb on it, but then again, that also adds a bit of character. So, I'm not too much against it. How do you guys feel? I appreciate the menacing feel of it. Okay. We're now going on to the Borg Vanity Shield. God, Picard would have hated this one. You know, that feels a lot more alive to me. Ooh, deflector, a little bit awkward. You know what? You could say the Borg corrupted deflector somewhat, so that's fine, really. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, next up. Discovery Vanity Shield. Okay, so first thing I'm going to say here is the facades horrible. They're fucking horrible. But it was a pattern that could have worked if it didn't have the rest of the markings on. If it didn't have that very front circular bit on there, that actually could have worked somewhat, but it's horrible to me. Interesting what it's done to the cannon there. Love how the glitch still... thanks for telling me they're definitely torpedo tubes, by the way, though. Nice to see the glitch is still there on the torpedoes. Cryptic hasn't fixed that yet. Okay, now we have the Emperor's Vanity Shield. This is possibly one of my favourites. Again, if only I had darker escape pods on it right now. Oh, but Lord have mercy. Oh, wow, that's menacing. That is very, very menacing, this feel. This is how a Terran ship feels to me, how I feel like they should look. You can feel free to argue me every step of the way if you wish. To me, this is how a Terran vessel looks. Long live the Empire. Long live the Emperor. Empress. Fuck Major Kira. What? Oh no, hang on. Oh wait, no, it's not Major Kira for our STO one, is it? No, it's Lita. Drives me nuts. Okay, next up. Let's rust the ship a bit, and we have the Feklari Vanity Shield. How do you guys like this look? It's an intimidating feel. I'm not sure about the blue around the red and all that stuff, but does it feel right to you guys? I mean, I like it, but I'm not sure on it. Okay. Right. Guys, I have to apologise here. Time to wash out a bit. Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. I love how the Basards have the same issue again. It's nice that it really couldn't wash it out too much, but the Basards have ruined the whole feel for me. I mean, to each their own, but the Basards have ruined it for me. Medical Vanity Shield. Not really fitting for the mirror universe, is it? However, it kind of works. Oh crap. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. This is not right. Empress Hoshi might have something to say about this one. Right, Platinum Vanity Shield. I think this would look better without the mirror pieces on it. But that works really well, and I do like the fact that despite changing the whole aesthetic, the markings still hold the plate and all the coloration is still there. It's just the yellow has just lapped itself as transparently on top of the rest of it. So it works very, very well. And that I appreciate. Final on the Vanity lot, we have the Section 31 Vanity Shield. Sorry I don't have more of them. Section 31 looks pretty damn nice actually. I could see this being the Mirror Universe version of Section 31, and I do like it. Right, now we start off on a basically what I call a low grade, excuse my drink, low grade visual shield, the Aegiska variant, which is going to be hilarious because it doesn't really change all that much. Nope. Can you guess what made me go nope? Oh, hell no. I think most of it just made me go nope. Borg, let's fix this. Let's assimilate the Enterprise. The thing that I remember the first time I ever saw the Enterprise really fighting the Borg. And I was thinking to myself, no, 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 do not assimilate the Enterprise. Please don't assimilate the Enterprise. You cannot do this. Then older me gets to see the NX-01 Enterprise getting assimilated, and I'm like, yes, assimilate. Well, this is aesthetically different, isn't it? Oh, hello. Hello down there. I feel like when these parts were created, they were made specifically to go with this ship, minus that warp bit. That was definitely designed to be on top of a mountain nacelle rather than a nacelle like the Galaxy has. Hang on a second, look, guys. The beam emitter now has torpedo tubes on it. The beam emitter has torpedo tubes on it. That cannon doesn't fire torpedoes. I mean, I guess it could. Okay, balked, but not balked, Bajoran defense covariant shields. Deflector looks alright. I'll give it that. But the rest of it really doesn't work for me. I mean, Admiral Lita might like it, but I think that looks like rubbish. Just personally speaking. Counter Command Covariant Shield Array. It's not the bad one. Well, I mean, that looks cool, I guess. Actually, that does look somewhat badass. I just realised it's got the emitter now there at the front rather than the huge glowing element. Interesting, interesting. Next up, the one that does look terrible, Delta Alliance Unimatrix Shield Array. Why did I know those certain bits would look terrible? I mean, apart from the nacelles looking absolutely atrocious right now. Your glowing elements don't seem to glow properly. They appear to be half defeated already. How can you expect to win anything when you've already been defeated before this battle even began? Now those torpedo tubes look like they fire beams. Next up, Solanae. Dyson Regenerative Shield Array. Which should look pretty damn good on this ship considering aesthetic looks, and oh my word, we now have no escape pods. I'm sorry everyone on board, you're all going to die if this ship goes down, and apparently that only takes a torpedo to the neck. Yeah, this is not good. Also has taken away practically all of the decent detailing, leading to me just going, nope. So let's go Iconium Resistance. Oh. Hang on, is Iconium Resistance going to actually look better to me than the Dyson for the first time ever? Shit. I wish I didn't say anything now. Shit. Oh, even that deflector looks... Ah, no! Sorry, secondary hole. Yeah, no, it's not bad enough. It's not bad enough to make me hate it. Oh, the saucer just looks absolutely amazing. Don't make me like it. It's not fair. I've never really liked the Iconian Lugari Restoration Intuitive Regenerative Shield Array time. Wish we could take away some of all those glowing lines. It'd probably feel better to me. Hello, beam. Not really going to do much. Mako resilient shield array. Yeah. Doesn't really do much. It's basically the Aegis, but makes it feel more metallic and also... Or more metallic, more shiny, and a bit more gold. In random spots. Oh, and a bit darker too. There you go. I'll give it that. Nakura, crystalline resilient shields. Which ever since I first saw in this game I wanted to get, because I used to always see it on Galaxy classes right at the beginning in tier 5, and I was like dying to get a hold of it. You know what? Looks pretty damn nice right now too. Prevailing inverted resilient shields. Wait, does that make them non-resilient? Oh, this should actually look really good too. Except for it's taken away. Oh, you did the same crap the Dyson one did. Now, if you're going to pull this kind of stunt, don't take away almost all the detailing just to put in new detailing. You suck. You look rubbish. Go away. Wow, that wasn't very nice of me. Advanced Romulan Advanced Prototype Variant Shields. I feel my love for the Terran Empire returning. Because even this is just menacing. It's like the Terran Empire is like, yeah, we'll take Romulan technology, then we'll blow you up with it. Because we are the Empire. Long live the Empire. Every time I say the Empire, I'm like, yeah, long live it. Temple Defense Intuitive Regenerative Shield Array. Because Temple. If I'm honest with you, it doesn't look too bad either. I'm kind of wondering if this affects the Galaxy class. I would love, since the Galaxy and the Dreadnaught tend to have the same skins, I would love to know that this is on the Galaxy as well. That would be awesome. Terran Task Force Covariant Shield Array. Ha ha! Long live the Empire. Again! Looks pretty damn nice, but I'm gonna say this, the Emperor's one is better. It's beautiful. Do I have to? Oh, come on, guys. This is my favourite ship. Do I have to do it on this one? Please. It's like one of my most beloved Starships designs. Do I have to put this one on? Yeah. Damn it. I will cringe through skewered eyes to not actually have to see it. I'm not joking. I am barely actually able to see my screen at the moment. I'm looking at, there is a tower down in the bottom corner. Can I see my mouse? Oh, hello mouse, there you are, mouse. If you can see my mouse, I'm looking at a tower in the bottom corner. That is what I'm going to be focusing on as I rotate. So hopefully I'm going to be able to see that again, and I will know when to stop. Oh my god, there's something big and circular down in the bottom corner there. I need to push up a bit, don't I? Yes. Yes, I will push up. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. There's a tower there. There's the big main tower. Isn't that like in front of me? Come on. Oh, ooh, ooh, is that it? Is that it? That's it. That's it. That's the position. Get up. There we go. I can open my eyes now. I'm sorry. I really just do not like that skin. Shemada resilient shields, and now I don't have to see it at all because it can't be on my screen at all. Now see this one. This one I like. Oh, I love that the purple chrome on the deflector. It immediately had my attention. I remember when I was silly and I just didn't know anything. And hello, Anubis playing Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, I remember when I didn't know much about this game and like I just immediately went, you know what, I'm going to just use polons because I like the colour purple. Then I saw anti-protons and I'm like, I'm going to use anti-protons because I like the way they're red and black. It's like, yeah, that was how I used to play this game. Literally how I used to play this game. I was that casual, I just used things because they look nice. Riemann Advanced Prototype Conveyance Shields. Now, back in the day, this would put way too much honeycomb / hexagon patterns all over the ship. Literally everywhere. Just way too much of it. Will it be a repeat? Yay! It's very chrome, I will say that. And some people love it, some people hate it. I am 50-50. I feel like it looks alright, but the it would probably look its best without any of the honeycomb on this ship, just purely because where it is in existence, it feels tacked on. But I do like how it's made the yellow markings sort of chromey as well. Even if the top one looks matty, but the bottom one looks chromey, it's like, okay. Nice. But nothing beats the Empire. Long live the Empire. Nothing beats this one for me. I do love the way that looks. I absolutely adore the way the Starship looks. Do you guys have a different opinion? Because I just love it. I think it looks amazing. And with that all being said, I now just want to say to you guys, thank you for watching to the very end of this video. Thank you for that support. Because by watching the video fully through, you at least tell YouTube on some level this video wants to be seen. And if you have hit the like button as a result of liking this video, a huge thank you, because that really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. But now let me just say, if you're looking for more of this content, then I do hope you'll subscribe. And to my blessed Patreons, donators, and my Twitch subs, to all of you, a huge thank you for that absolutely generous support that's helping this channel towards its dream. It's small, but it's growing. The first goal of this channel is to get me to part-time work. When I'm at part-time at work, as a result of being able to, I'll be able to put more time into this, which will be where I will put out even more content. That is goal preservation 1. That will also probably be the point where I go from this semi-professional gear that I'm trying to use to more professional level. If you wish to support in this goal, I do hope you'll consider looking at the description below for links for that. But also don't forget to check out our Discord. And until next time guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But until then, live long and long live the Empire. Ciao for now.